I want to start by explaining why you should listen to me at all. Not because I'm famous, not because I inherited anything, and certainly not because I figured life out early. I didn't. I wasn't born into wealth. I didn't have the right connections. I didn't wake up one day with some magical understanding of money. What I did have was time, decades of it. And I spent those decades watching people. I watched intelligent people earn money and lose it. I watched successful people sabotage themselves. I watched ordinary people with ordinary incomes quietly become wealthy, while others with far more advantages fell behind. And after a lifetime of observation, certain patterns became impossible to ignore. The people who succeeded were not chasing brilliance. They weren't obsessed with shortcuts. They weren't constantly reinventing themselves. They followed a small set of principles consistently. Today, I want to share those principles. Not theory, not motivation, not slogans, just rules that work in the real world. If they resonate, stay with me. If they don't, you're free to leave. Let's begin. The first rule matters more than all the others combined. It's not about investing. It's not about saving. It's not even about income. It's about control. Specifically, whether you believe your actions influence your financial future. Some people believe money happens to them. Others believe money responds to them. Those two beliefs create entirely different lives. People who believe they have control ask different questions. They learn, they adapt, they correct mistakes. People who believe they don't have control do something else. They blame, they explain, they wait. And blaming feels good in the short term because it removes responsibility. But it also removes power. Once you believe your outcome is decided by the system, the market, or luck, you stop improving. And over time, that belief becomes reality. This is why mindset comes first. You can give two people the same strategy and get opposite results. One panics, one persists. One stops when things get uncomfortable, one adjusts and continues. Belief drives behavior, and behavior compounds. If you fix nothing else, fix this. If you don't believe your actions matter, no plan will save you. The second rule is mathematical, not emotional. It's the power of compounding. You don't need advanced finance to understand this. You need patience. Money that grows at a steady rate doesn't grow linearly, it doubles. And doubling is how wealth is actually built, not through dramatic breakthroughs, but through quiet repetition. People reject this because it takes time, but time is passing whether you participate or not. The real tragedy isn't starting with little, it's refusing to let time work for you. I've seen people with modest salaries become millionaires simply by being consistent. No excitement, no headlines, no clever tricks. They saved, they invested, they stayed in the game, and over decades, math did the work. Once you understand this, investing becomes boring. And boring is good, because excitement in investing is usually expensive. The third rule sounds obvious and is almost universally ignored. Spend less than you earn. Most people don't fail because they earn too little. They fail because their lifestyle grows faster than their discipline. Every raise becomes permission to spend. Every bonus becomes justification. And eventually, they become trapped by their own choices. Living below your means isn't about deprivation, it's about margin. Margin gives you flexibility. Margin gives you patience. Margin gives you resilience. When your expenses are low, your stress is low. When stress is low, decision quality improves. This applies to life just as much as investing. A lack of margin turns small problems into emergencies, and emergencies force bad decisions. Higher income doesn't fix this. Behavior does. The fourth rule is uncomfortable, which is why it matters. Avoid unnecessary debt. Debt is often described as leverage. Most of the time, it's just impatience. Borrowing to consume pulls future effort into the present and charges you interest for it. Interest is a powerful force. It can work for you or against you. Most people let it work against them. Debt narrows your choices. It removes patience. It removes flexibility. It removes the ability to wait. And waiting is often the smartest move. A fragile life breaks under pressure. A resilient life absorbs shocks. Debt creates fragility. The less debt you have, the more options you keep. And optionality is one of the most underrated advantages in life. The fifth rule is the real engine behind everything else. Increase your value. Not your title, not your lifestyle, your usefulness. Money flows to people who solve problems. If you want more money, you must become better at something people need. This isn't about being impressive. It's about being less wrong. I spent my life studying systems, how incentives work, how people behave, how decisions compound over time. I wasn't trying to be brilliant. I was trying to avoid stupidity. If you combine basic skills that reinforce each other, you don't need genius. You need judgment. As your value increases, opportunities expand. Better work, better decisions, better investments. You cannot shortcut this, and the world is very good at exposing people who try. The sixth rule separates those who succeed from those who don't. Control your emotions. Most financial mistakes are not analytical. They are emotional. Fear causes people to sell at the wrong time. Greed causes people to chase what they don't understand. Envy causes people to copy instead of build. The market rewards patience and punishes reaction. The ability to sit still when doing nothing is the correct action is rare, but it's extraordinarily valuable. The modern world is designed to provoke you. Headlines, charts, opinions. Urgency sells, but urgency destroys judgment. Distance between stimulus and response is an advantage. Learn to pause. Most of the time, nothing fundamental has changed, and when nothing has changed, doing nothing is often the best move. The seventh rule ties everything together. Play the long game. Almost every failure comes from short time horizons. People want results now, certainty now, validation now. The long game removes luck from the equation and lets discipline dominate. Wealth is built over decades. So are relationships, health, reputation. Short-term thinking damages all of them. You don't need to predict the future. You need to position yourself to survive it. And if I had to reduce everything I've learned to one sentence, it would be this: avoid stupidity. You don't need extraordinary intelligence. You need consistent restraint. Avoid obvious mistakes. Avoid excess. Avoid leverage you don't understand. Avoid emotional decisions. Stay rational. Stay patient. Stay solvent. Time will do the rest. If this message helped you think more clearly, this channel is for you. We focus on long-term thinking, rational decisions, and building wealth without drama. If you want more of that, like this video so others can find it. Subscribe if you value clarity over noise. And in the comments, write this: I'm playing the long game. Because once you commit to that, everything changes. Thank you for listening.